The US and Turkish defence ministers are meeting today to discuss the security of Kabul's airport. Turkish troops are expected to keep guard over the important air link in the wake of the US-led coalition's withdrawal from Afghanistan. Most US forces have already left, and coalition partners such as Germany and the UK have also pulled out their units. The Taliban, meanwhile, are making sweeping gains in many parts of the country. Afghan troops have been fleeing from the militants, but authorities vow they'll retake all lost territory. Joining us from Kabul is journalist Ali Latifi and DW correspondent Dorian Jones, who's standing by in Istanbul. Dorian, Turkey's relationship with NATO and the US has been strained of late, not to mention the huge security risk of maintaining foreign troops in Afghanistan. Why would Turkey agree to continue providing this support in Kabul?
Well, I think they see this as a very important opportunity to remind all of its Western partners that it is a very important ally. But I think Ankara is not planning to have any military confrontation with Taliban. In fact, the government has reiterated that they do not intend to add to the 500 or so Turkish military personnel present in Afghanistan. They see this purely as a defence operation insofar as that they will be looking for some sort of peaceful agreement with the Taliban. They do have very close contacts with Pakistan, and in fact the Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan is talking about Pakistani troops being part of the operation in the airport, and Turkey is aware that Pakistan has very close ties to the Taliban. On top of that, it's also looking to Qatar, another country that Turkey has close ties with, and Qatar is hosting Taliban officials. So it's looking to its key allies to come to some sort of agreement whereby Turkish soldiers will not be in the firing line. Turkey is aware of how dangerous this operation is, but it sees high diplomatic goal to be had from taking such an operation, and it's working hard to avoid any military confrontations from its presence there.
Is Turkey seeking to expand its influence in Afghanistan, and what would it stand to gain?
Well, undoubtedly, Turkey has been working very hard all across Central Asia, playing the ethnic Turkic card in those countries to build its influence, to build economic and diplomatic ties. And having a key role in Afghanistan will certainly enhance those efforts. Turkey has built very close ties with Afghanistan's neighbour Uzbekistan, and it's looking beyond those countries as well. But I think the key goal for this whole operation is to repair ties with the United States. The US has a number of issues with Turkey. It was poised to give sanctions against Turkey would devastate the Turkish economy, playing this key role which effectively gives the US a get-out-of-jail card free from a major diplomatic crisis, will see Turkey reminding Washington it's a key ally and it needs to work with Turkey.
Dorian, thanks. Ali, I'll turn to you. The Taliban is advancing almost unopposed. What's the feeling there in government-held areas?
I wouldn't say they're advancing unopposed. You know, there is a government effort to fight back against them. There are people's uprising movements fighting back against them. And as much as we hear reports of districts falling to them, we also hear reports of those districts being regained. Everything is sort of in overdrive at the moment. But there is, this fear that if they are able to so quickly trade hands with districts, from the government to the Taliban and back and forth, that what's to keep them from coming to Kabul? At this point, there's no real evidence that they could actually breach all of the security barriers and actually make it into the city of Kabul. But that fear definitely does exist at the moment for people.
Will, therefore, the Turkish troops increase security in the long term, especially given that the Taliban has said that any foreign troops, including Turkish ones, will be seen as invaders?
Well, the thing is that the Turks have always had a unique relationship in Afghanistan. They've been very close with the government. They haven't necessarily been adversarial with the Taliban in the way other troops have been. I mean, if you look at the history of the Turkish presence in Afghanistan, they've only come under attack once, maybe twice in the entire time that they've been here. And Turkey is trying to be very pragmatic and smart about the role it's playing in Afghanistan. It seems to want to keep every party in the country happy. And if you look at the statements it's come out with recently since the announcement of the U.S. withdrawal, they keep saying that they can be like the one true partner for Afghanistan, the one country that can work with them, that can provide services for them, that can really ally with them.
Right, Ali Latifi in Kabul and Dorian Jones in Istanbul. Thank you to you both.